So you want to get into LSE MSE Finance, the flagship finance course in the UK, definitely Europe, and possibly the world. Now, with just an 8.6% acceptance rate last year, this is one of the most competitive courses in the world. But using these tips, which I've amassed over the 12 years as a professional admissions consultant, I have helped my candidates get in with 9 times that success rate at 77%. And today we're going to share some quick fire tips that could help you to get in. Let's get to it. Now, tip number 1 is to time your application, because a rushed application is a rejected application, especially at that 8.6% rate. A lot of people try and throw it in late August or September when applications open, and they are competing with people who have worked with someone like myself for a year or two who are the strongest of the strongest. It's an absolute bloodbath at the start, and the highest GMAT rates are at the very beginning. So it's generally better to wait, keep building your profile, and the optimal time now we think is about December. We used to think it's a little bit later, but we did notice last cycle that some quicker offers did come through for those who got through before the new year rather than after. Anywhere from about October to February is okay. From March, we start to see a real decline in those success rates. So aim for about December, plus or minus a month to maximize your chances. Tip number 2 is to focus more on the referee than your personal statement. Now, LSE is one of the few applications that still allows you to just have a free 1,000 to 1,500 word application. About 1,200 I find the sweet spot, but it can be either side of that, plus or minus a couple of hundred words. Now, your referee is typically read first at LSE before the application, meaning you could get a level 1 rejection before they even read your application if they do not like your referee. There's quite a lot of strategy here. You need to make sure that if one referee is much stronger, potentially they know you better, higher grades, more relevant finance or quantitative grades, do take a quantitative reference if in doubt. Now, put that person first. If your second reference is maybe a languages tutor or an additional subject, they can be second, and that reference might not be read until after your application, at which point they've already 95% made their decision. So it just has to be positive. But if you put that weaker reference first, you could get a level 1 rejection. So be very careful. Now, these are just a couple of tips to help our candidates 9x their chances of getting through. Now, if you'd like to work with myself or one of the 1000x admissions tutors and professional applications consultants, do contact us using the information on screen now and at the end of the video. We love helping students to get in. Now, timing and referee are good, but tip number 3, you've got to make sure you have the grades. Realistically, you need a first class in a quantitative subject. I have helped candidates get in with a 2-1, but the majority of students will have a very strong first class. That's a 3.7, ideally closer to a 4.0 GPA, or an 8 or 9 out of 10 in most international equivalent marking schemes. Do check on the website. UCL actually have a very good comparison tool that you can use. LSE use the same one, but the UCL one's better on their website. So check out their international equivalents if you need it. It's not enough to just have a first class. You need to really focus on relevant grades. So your quantitative grades, economics, finance, management, accounting, all of these, if you've got over a first class, over a 3.7 GPA, stick them in your application, have a little short paragraph where you say how strong your grades are, but also put them in your CV with specific percentages so they can really see how you stand out. This is particularly important if some of your grades are higher than other grades. Shine a light on those higher grades. Put your best foot forwards to slightly diminish the impact of those weaker grades to make sure they're not focusing on them quite so much. Speaking of grades, this course requires a GMAT for international students. With the GMAT focus, it's a 635 or above as an average score. That's a 680 in the old money. Realistically, you want to be beating that in order to get in. If you're a UK student, you actually get a GMAT waiver, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, one of the most quantitative evidence that we have of our success rates is that the average student we get in gets in with just a 605. And if you've tried to take the GMAT, you'll see that's months worth of preparation saved, as it's 30 points below the average, showing that getting all of these tips, and we've got about 50 others I won't have time to go to today, only for our premium candidates, do help our candidates to get in with a 9 times more success rate. With the GMAT, you want to be allocating at least 12 weeks of preparation time. So typically, if you're seeing this video early in the cycle, get that GMAT started now. Also, if you don't know a referee or don't have anyone who particularly knows you at university, you can use that time to go on the charm offensive, start making friends with connections, pick out who's going to be a referee, go to their every single office hour, sit at the front of their class, smash out all their assignments so that they can write something really nice about you when you ask them for that reference. Use this time wisely. And my final tip, LSE allows you to apply to 2 courses. Do not burn your second course choice. A lot of people apply to finance and private equity. They are the exact same course. The second one has a different name and just picks one elective for you. But finance and private equity has just 1/3 of the acceptance rate. So it's a complete waste of an opportunity. Instead, maybe look at something like accounting and finance, which has about a 4 times acceptance rate and is a really good second choice offer. Yes, you should slightly change your personal statement, but they're pretty similar. You don't have to change your referee or CV. Now, those are just 5 of the over 54 tips that we have to help our candidates 9x their chances of getting in. We love helping students to get in, and if you'd like to work myself on the amazing network of professionals within our company, please do contact us using the information on screen now. Best of luck in your application.